A lot of people like to write in and say Cassie was only 19 years old. She was still a baby. I wonder why people don't feel this way about Peyton, who was only 18 years old when he committed his crime. So if Cassie didn't know what she was doing, you would also have to say Peyton didn't know what he was doing because he could have been under the influence of propaganda, white supremacy propaganda that made him on that tragic day go to Buffalo, New York and unalive 10 black people. Also, while you feeling sorry for Cassie, did you forget Ryan Leslie, who discovered Cassie and they was in a relationship together? But Ryan introduced Cassie to Puff Daddy, saying that Puff Daddy made an offer he couldn't refuse, so they released her debut album on Bad Boy.
Ryan said Diddy made him an offer he couldn't refuse, so Ryan decided to release Cassie's debut album on Bad Boy Records in a partnership with his production company. Cassie's self-titled debut album was released in August 2006 and debuted at number 4 on the Billboard 200.
And he also said when you have a beautiful woman such as Cassie, which Kim Porter looks a lot better to me, people fall in love with her.
When you have a smoking hot product on your hands, people get excited about the product. People fall in love with the product. And Puffy fell in love with Cassie.
And then for you who say Cassie didn't know what she was doing and she was under the influence of Puff Daddy, why did she say this when leaving Ryan Leslie?
Working heavily with hit producer Ryan Leslie.
Yeah.
And then it seemed like musically you kind of drifted from working with him a little bit. Why is that?
Well, after the first album, which I still am in love with, and, I have my favorite records on there and everything, I think it was a moment in time where I was like, okay, I'm 19 years old. Was I 19 at the time? Yeah, I was 19 years old, and I want to experience my life and create music for me, and it not always be about what someone else wants from me. So, there was no bad blood. Ryan totally understood and, let me just, go off and do my thing. And I was able to work with a lot of great producers and writers and learn a lot about myself.
What was it like making that transition?
And we all have seen the Russell Wilson effect in reverse. Cassie, like many of the women defending her, talking about I was abused, blah, 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 they chose the bad boy over the good boy. See, a lot of women want to blame their mistakes on being young and immature, but they was more attracted to the bad boy. So Cassie didn't like Ryan Leslie. He was boring. She felt he couldn't take her career where she wanted it to go. She chose the bad boy, who they've been around knowing that this man has a reputation of abusing women. But she didn't care. She only wanted Puff Daddy to help her with her career, so she was willing to submit herself to the repercussions of being with Puff Daddy. She knew he was an abuser, but in her mind, she thought he's not going to do it to me. Like most of y'all who choose Pookie and Ray Ray, you know Pookie and Ray Ray got 5 and 6 babies, but you have number 7 thinking he's going to take care of it, aka Future. Now you're out here looking for Russell Wilson.